Hello and welcome to Craft with Ronnie. I'm Ronnie Johnson, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it is Techniques Tuesday. So today I wanted to show how easy it is to color even if you don't have a lot of supplies. So the stamp set I decided to work with is this beautiful layering leaves. This set was designed by Rachel Tessman. I love her designs. If you sell $1 million with Stampin' Up!, you get to design your own set. And so Rachel did that, and this is the set she came up with. Leaves go with everything, and it actually coordinates with this beautiful punch set that we already had, the bow punch. I've been using it for a long time, but I think the thing I love most about this set is that the sentiments, the actual font is just absolutely beautiful. So today I'm going to show you how to stamp these leaves and get a variegated look. So I'm going to start out with some lemon lime twist ink, some garden green ink, the stamp already on my acrylic block, a dauber, and I know I'm a little over the top sometimes with my crafting supplies. I actually label mine so that I don't contaminate one ink with another. And I'm going to start out by putting my stamp down into the lemon lime twist, getting it inked up. Then I'm going to take my dauber. Love how they go right on your finger. Really helps give you some control. And I'm going to work the stem, pouncing, and I'll work the leaves just a little bit pouncing as well. This will add some variegated color, which, you know, we all know leaves aren't all one solid color. Pick up a little more there. And then back in the day, we used to say you huffed on a stamp. Well, obviously that term is no longer acceptable. So I loved Rachel used the term the other day, you exhale on the stamp. That extra moisture helps the ink activate. Stamp down, pull up, and voila. You have a nice variegated leaf. So we're going to take that, we're going to use our punch, and we're simply going to punch it out. Now, one of the things I like about this set is that because it does have a punch, it's a pretty entry-level type supply. You don't have to have fancy die cutting machines or anything else to use this set. Okay, so there we have our leaf. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this green ink away. And I'm going to show you how to create the little rosebud. Now, this technique can be done in a couple different ways. The first way, get that little guy out of our road, is using the Stampin' Write markers. Now, I love these. I have had them for years. I have every color that Stampin' Up! Has had for many, many years. What I like about them is you can use them for so many different things. Oh, for example, what we're going to do today is we're actually going to use them to ink up our stamp. So we can do this is real red, so we're going to do real red on the rosebuds. And then we're going to grab, this one is Granny Apple Green, and we're going to do our stems. And we're going to, again, exhale on that stamp to activate it. Grab our paper and stamp down. Oh, real life, it happens. One thing about photopolymer stamps is sometimes you can get them lined back up. Not always, but sometimes. Not too bad. So I'm going to clean my stamp off, and I want to show you another technique. And I actually prefer this one for the rosebud part, and that's using the real red ink. And we're just going to take our rosebuds and pick up the ink off the ink pad. But you said, oh, Ronnie, look at that. You got ink on the stem. Actually, there is a solution to that problem. This is called a blender pen. And the blender pen does lots of different things. Believe me, I'll be showing you some more techniques with it soon. But I'm going to pick up that red, and with the blender pen, you just mark it off on your scrap paper so that you can get the ink out of it. Come back, and I'm going to clean up that stamp, get rid of that red ink where I don't want it. Bring that green back in. Just going to brush my stem. Going to pull my paper back over, exhale on it, and stamp down. And voila, back to the punch. Put it in. Easier said than done. I'm lining it up. And you can see I got it all lined up, and I'm just going to pop it right out. So that's how you do that. That's how you do that technique. And a great way, like I said, the markers, one of the things I like about them is they're a pretty inexpensive way to get started stamping. You can do, they come in packs of 10, and you can get a lot of colors real quick as you're starting to build your craft supplies. So with that all said, let's take a look at what I created using those techniques. So my card also features one of the sentiments from Rachel's set, the layering leaves, and it's a simple hello card. I did the variegated leaves, I did the technique with the rosebuds, and then I came in, and there's some other stamps in the set that you can do double stamping, and you stamp the main body, and then you stamp the details in a different color. It's a lot of fun to do that. I used the punch, and I used this Distress Gold specialty paper that Stampin' Up! Has. I love this stuff. And I just punched out more of the leaves. The circle, you can use a punch, you can use a die, you could just cut a square. It really doesn't matter. I just needed something to put my sentiment on. Threw a couple gems on, and for the inside, simple 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of white with the rosebud stamped again. Now don't worry about the measurements. They'll all be on my blog today, along with the video and a link to it. I hope you enjoyed this technique. I certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. It's one of those old, tried and true. And some of those old techniques are the best techniques. So until next Tuesday, happy crafting.